There you go. Woof. That's a lot of people. Colonists 142 of 140. Okay.
Funding received.
Guess we'll be needing to build stuff. Yay for bacteria, yeah. Absolutely. Metal's slowly coming down, but we're going to build that, which will require 4 billion flipping machine parts. They also release heat, not that we need it. Actually, we do need it, so that's quite cool. Benner, thank you for 60 months. What was that, 5 years, Benner? New nut incoming, Benner. Thank you, sir. Thank you for 5 years. Happy anniversary. We had our first 6-year sub today, which was just like monumental. I wonder if people still walk down these passages. They do still walk down the passageways. It is quicker because they've got these, like, what do they call them? Moving escalator things. I wanted to land this thing. Yeah, whack-a-day. I expect we'll get a Wenger in over the weekend. Possibly Mr. Thyrox. Here we go. Here we go. We have successfully distributed the iron oxidizing bacteria into the underground water system of Mars. Those tireless little helpers are still doing our job. Paul, did you know that you feature as a driver in ETS2? What? Do I? Since when? However, there's a small crowd in the front of your office yelling and complaining. Someone is holding a poster, "Don't impurify our precious bodily fluids." Another is shouting, "Keep Mars water pristine," as if they were before all filtration takes place. Effect: Mars gains 1% atmosphere and seed for each water extractor. 20% of colonists lose 20 morale for 10 days. Oh boy, we're going to have people going home because of this one.
Resources are low.
Look at that, 33% vegetation. That just rocketed by 15%. Now we've just got to manage the problem of people not being too happy about that. God, why is everything taking so long to fix? Get on with it.
No active research. Research complete.
We'll see about that. Wait, what did we just research? Oh, the mohole. The mohole. It's not a mole, it's a mohole. Thank you for the bit, Stray. Captain Jack 54, let's make this planet green again. And kill off our colonists in the process. Increase the research output of all research labs and Hawking institutes in the dome. New spire building. This is concrete from the soil. Arguably useful for now. Construction of our own rockets. Right, rare metal extractor production increased by... Where's that space elevator? I'm curious. I'm curious to see this. See, let's think about this. If we get this one, we can increase our rare metal production by insane amounts. And then with this one, you can export it directly via the elevator. Offers resupply materials and prefabs at preferential prices. See, I don't know how this works. I am really curious to find out how this elevator works. Cost reduction 10%. Oh, is that it? That's all it is. It's just a reduction. Meh. It's very nice to have. If it only gives you 10%, why is it so nice? Unlocks the space mirror, improves temperature, and magnetic shield decreases loss of atmosphere. They sound worth having. Should probably actually build some of these things. Let's get this first. Why is it really worthwhile? Sell me on it. Why? $53 homeless people. What? How? Remind me to upgrade all these apartments. It works the same as a rocket, but faster and cheaper. Instant resources from Earth. Right, that's what I figured, but in my head I was thinking, well, hang on, it's only a space elevator out of Mars' atmosphere. That's not going to help get to Earth, but it kind of sounds like it does.
Funding received.
Got a good surplus of power, which feeds into the research. Not as much as I'd like, though. Yeah, I meant when they're built, Jack.
Funding received.
Magnetic field generator. It's so hard to see where you actually put things. I need a drone commander. Oh my god, they're all like literally miles away. By the time they get over here, I've forgotten what I was doing with them.
Funding received.
Do you know what? Let's just build. And then we can build that.
Funding received.
Oh man.
Resources are low.
We've almost terraformed Mars, but we still cannot build a cable over a hill.
Research complete.
Can now build a Hawking Institute. We're going to go and build some of them. Let's come back to this in a sec. Let's see if we can build one in here. It's taking a long time to build. This thing is still not done. This is what's taken all of our concrete. Hey, how did that little concretey thing get on this thing? Amplify. Convert that rock. Like the Martian soil's just getting better and better and better. Look at it. Completed. Capture ice asteroids.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Getting there. We're getting there. 33%. Everything's rising.
Funding received.
Come on. I'll send this on an expedition, I think. Chris, for you, thank you for 25 months, sir. How does a penguin build his house? Athena 2, wrong name.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
With his flippers, Hannah. Wakatako, thank you for 30 months. I presume it's a trick question. Can't upgrade the apartments until they've finished building. It's one of the annoyances of the game is that you can't, like, while the building's being constructed, you can't queue the upgrades. You have to wait till it's finished, which inevitably means you forget to come back. It's actually annoying.
Funding received.
Back from exercise, Chinese ordered. There he is, the 6-year sub-icon man. 32 unemployed. Quite, like, it's not very green over here at all. Send him back. Yeah, purple or lilac. Well, you can debate that one all you want. Unless your monitor's been calibrated, then you can't complain. What's a telescope missing? I know. It takes a lot of materials, that's the problem. It's nearly done. It's missing 0.6 of electronic now. And then we should get some breakthrough. Here it goes. Lakes, loads and loads of lakes. Speed up terraforming. Yeah, we're triggering rain as well. That's really helping.
Funding received. Funding received.
This thing's a monster, look at that. Completed seed vegetation. I am curious as to why they left the middle bit untiled.
Breakthroughs discovered.
3 new breakthroughs discovered. Achievements unlocked, Alpha Scientist. Oh boy, what did we get? Allows drone prefabs to be constructed in the drone assembly using metal instead of electronics. That's insane. That's actually nuts. Oh my god. We have so much metal. Oh my god. We could just have drones for days. Uncovers new anomalies, alien artifacts, which provide a tech cost reduction to all fields when scanned. And then finally, unlocks rare trait Empath. Empaths raise the morale of all colonists in the dome. The effect stacks with other empaths. That's really weird. Wait, what is that quote about? The human brain has 100 billion neurons, each neuron connected to 10,000 other neurons. Sitting on your shoulders is the most complicated object in the known universe. How can you sit on your shoulders? I don't get it. Oh, it means the brain. Right. When I read that separate sentence as like, if it had said something like, your brain sitting on your shoulders is the most complicated object in the universe, I would have got it. But I thought it just went, sitting on your shoulders is the most complex, and I was like, what? Just the way I read it. Man, look at that. It takes 80 power, that beast. Reduces overall research cost. Interesting. Omega telescope 20%. Yikes. That's given us a rather nice boost.
Research complete.
Hate the way you have to find each, like, in terms of management of this game has some lacking things to it. The ability to cycle through every single one of my forestation plants right now would be astoundingly useful. Plasma cutters. Rare metal extractor production increased by 50%. That's nuts. Is that an upgrade or does it automatically get that? It's an upgrade. Amplify. Or is it an upgrade? Hang on a minute. What was that? Rare metal extractor production increased by 50%. Plasma cutters. So they've all got plasma cutters now. I assume.
Resources are low. Funding received.
We're going to get that. Because we're going to build a space elevator, which means we're going to need lots of polymer.
Funding received.
I can't believe how many unemployed people there are. Like, what is going on? Rare metal export. Funding received 1,500. That seems like a lot. Why did we get 1,500? Why has our water production gone down? That's a crazy research rate we've got.
Funding received.
Let's make sure we don't run out. The water's still going down, you know. I got a feeling something stopped. Waste rock storage is full. Blimey. Okay, we're gonna have to build some of those.
Funding received.
Some of those things.
Resources are low.
Mr. Langeville, how are you doing? Instant cables and pipes, battle cattle, that is like one of the best breakthroughs. We got that so early in the game as well. What was it? I mean, that was a lifesaver. Reducing concrete cost by 80%. That was a big one. And the next one was that one, Extractor AI. Significantly amazing. But whichever one it was that allowed us to build power and pipes without needing like drones nearby and that kind of thing. Oh my god, that was so good. Nutslammer 10. Right, what mission can you go on? I don't think there is a mission that we want to do at the moment. We don't need the 5% water. We're already doing that anyway.
Resources are low.
Lies. Cloud seed complete. It is custard. It's getting there, man. It's getting there. Those numbers at the top slowly going up. The seeding just seems to take forever. It's crazy. $9,000 research we've got. That's just extraordinary.
Funding received.
Wow, minus 1k at night. Serious? Omega telescope. Yeah, hang on.
Low.
What's on the 13? Can we not do another seed thing? Yeah, the 3 that we got from the Omega telescope, we're doing one in a second, which is the prefab one. So instead of using electronics to make drones, it uses metal, which is just an insane breakthrough. That one, which is a bit of a weird one, provides a tech cost reduction to all fields when scanned. So that seems to... it's kind of like a meta one, isn't it? But I consider I've got most stuff researched. I don't know what the benefit is right now. And then that one where you get empaths, and then they can effectively raise the morale of people. Oh, the domes have been open for a while. Yeah, there's no lid anymore. $25 people unemployed in this dome. 25. See, I'm thinking we get rid of something here. Put people to work somewhere. this rate, we're going to need another dome. That's a big boy. 150 metal and 150 concrete. In case of atmospheric failure, everyone in the city may suffocate. I love that. It's not a dome, so it's cheap to build. But the downside is everybody could die. Oh, God. Look at that. It's just insane. It's massive. It's actually massive. Yeah, it goes on. They're all on SquirrelPlus. If a job isn't near the dome border, they won't work. Well, they'll go to work in anything within this border radius here. So in theory, somebody from here would go and work there. In theory. Razer Gaming, Lotus Sim. Who knows when that's even going to come out. Need some body of water around here.
Research complete.
Is it really, Razer? When did that happen? When did that get released? I must admit, the last time I looked at her on Facebook screenshots, I was a little bit disappointed. It wasn't exactly next gen. Let's have a look.
Funding received.
Lotus Simulator. Mostly positive. 15th of September 2018. Fourteenth of July was the last patch. So he is patching it then. Does it have controller support yet? Wait, what? So he's charging £33 for the game, and then he's charging £27 for the Munchen tram. You what? It's like 33 quid for the base game, early access. That's probably the highest priced early access game I've ever seen. And then £27 just for a tram. You actually serious? You actually serious? That's insane. And this is meant to be an indie game. The idea of the game is that you only pay for what you want to drive. Right. But they're more expensive than, like, Dovetail Games trains. And the trains in Dovetail come with, like, scenarios and everything. Don't know about that.
Funding received.
That seems like a lot of money to me. Idle extractors. Well, the concrete's gone. It's not so bad. We're kind of making concrete from rubbish now. Yeah, it is, Jack. That's the guy. There were two guys who built Omsi. That was one of them who went off making that. That's very high price. I noticed Alex got it, Northern Alex. I need to ask him what he thinks about it. £33 for the game and 28 for a tram. Come on, bro. He obviously thinks he's like AAA now.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Like, if EA did that with a game... in fact, EA did that with the game. If you look at The Sims 4, that's exactly what they did. You had the base game and then everything was optional. And they got absolutely ravaged for that. For the way they did their pricing model. They get called everything for doing that. This guy turns up. Small indie developer. Does exactly the same thing. Wait, what? That's not blocking anything. What? Give me a break. Oh my god. That's weird. We're losing water again. What's going on? Guys, come on. What are you doing? Let's get more drones in there. Free production per soul. It doesn't actually say how much waste rock it produces per soul. What's going on here?
Funding received.
Why is that not piped in? Yeah, so it tells you how much waste rock this thing can cope with per day, but it doesn't tell you how much waste rock they produce per day. You can set it on routes. Set what on routes? No, that'll be tomorrow, Andy. Can we not just terraform this land? Just make life a whole lot easier.
Funding received.
Let's see what happens. think that would have been better going. Yeah. Temperature's slowly rising, but it's taken a long time. GHG factories 0.45. It's these things, isn't it? There was water to an underground pipe. Oh, what's I was going to build? The mole mine, or whatever it was called. Wowzers. Okay, 80 metal, 320 concrete. We can cope with that. 300 machine parts. Ouch. Any tips on how to learn Rocket League? I don't mean top 10 in the world, just not bottom in the shoe, missing everything, worse than a hungover Sunday. The in-game tutorials are very, very useful. Cloud seeding done. Just start off with the basic ones and then progress to the all-star stuff. Just practice on those, because they'll just fire a ball out in a fixed way every time. Press the right bumper to just retry any scenario, and just keep doing it over and over till you start to get the hang of it. I think you can probably find some videos on YouTube that teach you how to sort of jump and boost, but it's one of those things that you can't really teach. You can teach people what they should be doing, but I mean, there's people that are way better than me on that game. So I'm no expert, but you can get to the point where you can have a lot of fun, That's where you want to be, I think. Building's not working. Oh my god, come on, game. Okay, so they've flattened all this and they still can't get up the slope. Is that what we're saying? Let's try that. If there's more than one way in and out.
Funding received.
You didn't know there was more than basic. Yeah, you've got the basic, there's something else, and then the all-star did 3 levels. So you've got goalie, attack, all the different ones, and then with like I say, you'll get 10 scenarios within each one. And with any one, if you don't do it, just press the right bumper and you get to retry it again.
Funding received.
Wow, look at the food, eh? Nut Slammer 13.
No active research. Research complete.
Thank you,
Funding
Skipton.
received.
Right, printed electronics, we can now do prefabs with just metal. Look at that. So now we can build like 1 billion drones. We can have so many bots now. Geoscape dome, a slice of Earth on Mars. The dome has high comfort and increases the sanity of its inhabitants. That's pretty nice. Concrete from the Martian soil. Do you know, I never did that VR workshop one. What was that? Art workshop.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Stimulates the development of new perks in adult colonists throughout the entire colony. Let's get that. Fusion reactor upgrade reduces the amount of workers. Interesting. Well, we're almost done with machine parts. Diesel Power, thank you for 18 months. Robbie Wood, I think we did already. Thank you for 18 as well. Needs some water over here, that's what it needs. It's a pity you can't convert like old concrete mines into lakes. That'd be kind of fun. Still losing water. Still haven't sorted this out. I would have thought some of the bots would go this way now.
Funding received.
It's your side, Ref Rick. Music sounds absolutely fine to me.
Milestone achieved.
100% water terraforming, 5,000 research. Oh yeah! Right, was that new mine? Let's get this cleared up. I think I know what the problem is. This drone hub doesn't, like, it has a really weird coverage area. It doesn't actually show you what the cover area is. It behaves very strangely. Why is it complaining about having no power? I see. I don't think so, Mick. I really like the music of this game. The man from Mars. Oh god, what's this? Every now and again it just throws some random stuff at you. Your security advisor comes to your office with a rare expression of confusion on her face. She explains there is a colonist who has been caught counterfeiting documents about himself. The strange thing is, on the fake identity chip he produced, he is 30 years old, and the previous one he shows 53. She was diligent enough to check further, and she discovered a chain of similar infringements, as it seems all done by the same person. Unlikely as it sounds, this man had lived for decades without aging a day. We know him by the name of John Altman. Arrange a private meeting with this person on the edge of a cliff. Pretend we haven't noticed and secretly watch him. Let him be whoever he is. I like option 1 or 2. Like 1, you get the guy in, or you get the person in and say, how are you doing this? Option 2, you carry on observing. Why option 1 over 2 though? Why not just observe him for a bit and see what happens? With option 1, it might be too early, you know? If you kind of expose him now, maybe you would have got something better if you'd have waited and carried on watching. You're tempted by 2, but it's open to him dying. He's not going to die. This guy has not aged. He's not going to die. Option 1 just feels too soon. I think we watch him for a bit. Let's find out a bit more. Okay, we're still losing water. This is kind of odd. Let's upgrade that lot.
Funding received.
Everything would take so much longer if you had to wait for the drones to turn up and do all this wiring. Should bring us into the positive on water.
Funding received.
So we're getting on down here.
Funding received.
70 more machine parts, which we already have. It's just a matter of moving them here, isn't it? Is that Lord Doyle the Shire's here? No. No. We don't like that, Doyle. You've got no appreciation for headphone users. Come here. Why are you soaking wet? Hey? Is that a towel? What is that? No. Doyle, you're soaking wet, lad. Oh my god. I swear every time I put new clothes, like fresh clean clothes on, Doyle like just brings it in with the rain and mud. Don't you, pal? Look at the state of that. Damp dog. Damp dog smell. That's what he is. Yeah. Yep, third hand hype. Oh, he stinks.
That's gorgeous.
It really doesn't smell nice.
Bottle that order, you can make a fortune.
It smells like a... I don't know. Like
Maybe
a...
this is what you should need to do. Go to a perfumier.
Like an old person's carpet. That's what it smells like.
That's not very
No, it
nice.
really does though. Like not been hoovered for a
Hoover
month.
bag.
Yeah.
It smells like a Hoover bag.
Yeah, it basically does actually smell like a Hoover bag. This is why they put air freshness in Hoover bags. Those little smellies you get. You need to put one on Doyle. So he walks around smelling.
A toilet block I could hang her from his
Well, you
collar.
Yeah, toilet block. Yeah, that would work. He's got no idea, has he? He's just like, no clue. Just give me the cheesy bites. I don't care.
His little face. He's been snubbing his dinner all day. Please. He'll go in and eat his dinner now.
I don't think he cares, Bob. He just wants the cheesy bites.
He's better.
I think you've had enough here now. Don't want to make his tummy funny. Eh? Let's go for his outing. Now he's going to get real wet. Have a cup of tea before you go.
Yeah.
Right. See you tomorrow, pal. Say bye-bye. High five. I'm a smelly dog.
I'm still chewing. No. Okay, sir.
I'm a smelly little dog.
Chewing. Like your pizza.
It's quite nice.
It's a nice one. I'm glad because I've got you one for tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Got you up for the next 2 days, really.
Woohoo. A seed around here. Interesting. Oh my god, that's just outside. Just outside the drone commander.
Funding received.
It's actually annoying. Nope, can't put that there. Can't get a power supply in here because we've got passageways, and with passageways you can't possibly take power in or above or around passageways. So this is a no power zone here. No such thing as underground power cables. You don't need passageways anymore, floating fat man, but consider this.
Funding received.
For whatever reason, if the atmosphere collapsed, for whatever reason, we would have to put the domes back on. And at that point, if we've got rid of all of our passageways, things are going to go south from there. Okay, we've got an update from the man from Mars, whatever he's called. The man from Mars, your security advisor reports that Mr. Altman somehow found out he was being watched. He managed to steal a spacesuit and disappear. Are you actually serious? Security officers found a package and a note at his apartment. Commander, I have my reasons to believe that you will grasp what I have to say. I am an ambassador from another civilization which conquered space long ago. My mission here is done, and I assure you I have the best possible impression of your people. I shall advocate for you in the Galactic Council. Now I know I have to disappear for the good of everyone. Don't look for me, as you will not find me. As a parting gift, I'm leaving this growth substance. Spread it throughout Mars and let it flourish. Your botanists confirm that the substance is some sort of moss which can slowly replicate. John Altman disappeared. Mars has gained 3% vegetation. So they were watching all the time. A few colonists gained nerd trait. Aliens. We're not that gullible. Send his subscription to Interpol. What? Wait, so we've now got some kind of moss. What do you mean you told me, Skipton? Skipton, what do you mean you told me? If we'd have brought him in for questioning, he would have done the same thing. He would have just gone. He would have disappeared. Like, there's no way this guy is going to let us catch him. He told us he's going to flee. He's going to flee anyway. He's an alien. He's not going to stay here. Right, we'll choose option 1. So how do we... Have we got some kind of a moss we can spread now? Grass, bushes, trees, mixed trees. Where's this come from? Mixed trees produce very large amount of seeds when fully grown. Oh, we have to have 75. Wowzers. We can actually change them all to mixed trees. 1 by 1. I can go around all of my forestation plants and 1 by 1 change them. Because I can't cycle through. And I can't tell it to do this to all of them. The moss is red weed, is that what it is? Ooh la. But the chances of anything alien coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, they said. Control A, I wish, bro.
Resources are low.
Lies. Control click, you can't, look.
Research complete.
Oh no, hang on. It seems to have done it, maybe. It didn't. I'm sure it didn't before. Hang on. It may have done it. Oh, it seems to have done it. Cool. I think we need a lake up here. Seems to be working a little bit better. It says what battle cattle? Sorry, I missed it. What does it say in the description? Control click thing. Yeah, I've been using it for lots of things, but I didn't know that it actually works on the Cedar, because it's like a pop-out menu. Okay, we are positive on water again. Positive on O2. Project Morpheus stimulates the development of new perks in adult colonies throughout the entire colony. Nice. Let's see, tanks being built there, fusion reactors online. 168 people looking for work. Ay caramba.
Funding received.
25 unemployed in this factory here. In this place here. That's number 9. Ooh, it's starting to look green. Look at this. So this is our range.
Resources are low.
Drone heavy load. Metal extractors are gone. Is this Moho, man? Oh my god. What the heck is this? Production predicted 50 metal. 20 rare metal. Okay. Upgrade 1. 50% metal production, 20% rare. 50% metal, 20% rare. Look how many parts. 200 machine parts. Hey, caramba. Okay. That's slightly cool. Is to try and deal with the waste rock this thing's going to chuck out. Oh yeah, the space lift. Are we still researching it? Or can we make it now? The space elevator, 150 polymer, 320... Okay. Is that it? I was expecting something like absolutely massive. It's got plenty of concrete right next to it. I wonder if it'll like come out the ground when it builds, when it constructs. Wow, trees are actually like blocking objects now. It's actually looking more like
achieved.
1,000 colonists. No wonder we're running out of people to give jobs to. These guys are breeding like rabbits. What the heck? We're gonna need like a monster dome.
Research complete.
Fusion auto-regulation. Reduces the amount of workers. Cool, that's more people that can go on holiday. Capital city. Where everybody can die together if the atmosphere collapses.